trying to help. Leave me alone. Don't do it. I will kill you. I will... Brother. You just... you just ran right by me. And Dawnbreaker behind me. Come on now. Fellas. Okay. So you have chosen death, eh? I didn't want to do that, guys. You forced my hand. I didn't want to. I gave you an opportunity, and you just didn't take it.
Hello there, gamers. How are you doing today? It's your fella Kuro here, and today for you guys I have got some more big DK energy to share with you all. If you are new here, let me go ahead and explain how this works for you. I have collected some nice solo PvP clips on the Stam DK over on stream at twitch.tv/KingKuroTV if you're interested in joining in on the fun. We are going to take those clips, we're going to take a look at them, talk about them, I'm going to talk about my thought process, crack a few jokes here and there. All in all, should be a fun time, so if you're new, stick around. Now, I want to go ahead and tell you guys that I have really been enjoying the Stam DK since this patch dropped, because it feels like no matter what changes the game goes through, no matter what cockamamie bullshit and bumblefuck nonsense ZeniMax wants to make us deal with on a patch-by-patch basis, Stam DK almost always feels like a strong, solid contender even in the roughest of patches. And I have to be honest, this Stam DK build is probably my favorite in the past handful of patches, primarily because it's more or less just an upgraded and a fixed version of my old DK builds. So not a whole lot has changed. If you are familiar with my DK builds from the past, you're going to be familiar with this one, but this one is just better. The small changes I made to the build, as well as some of the small changes that happened in the patches, have just elevated this build to the next level, and I have really been loving it. If you are interested in playing this build, I will have a full build guide video up on the channel in a day or two. It's going to have all the information you may possibly want or need to play this build the way I do, or just for you to take it, run with it, and make it your own thing. Now let's go ahead and stop the foreplay. Let's go on and hop into the hot and heavy stuff. Let's kill some people. Let's talk about it. Let's have a little fun. So, hopping right on in to the first clip, we have a humble but respectable small clip here. It's not the craziest thing, but I figured we start off a little smaller, you know, a little tease, just the tip, as they say. As you can see, I'm minding my own business, collecting some stones out in Imperial City, because, quite honestly, your fella is destitute, and we need some potion reagents. We don't have the gold to buy them, so that's why we're here. As you can see, these dickheads, they're not really happy that I'm out here. They want to try to run my pockets, take my things, and as an American, I do respect my rights to life, liberty, and property, so I'm going to go ahead and get the fuck out of there. Fight or flight said flight, but my inner demons said fight. So we're going to turn around here in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and put the dots down, get the DK dotted up, just to put some pressure on him, see how squishy he is. He is not very squishy, so we're going to go ahead and change targets here, find the squishy Nightblade. A lot of pressure there, but as you can see, we've got the DK and Corrosive Templar jabbing us in the ass, and now we have taken a Bow Ultimate, so we have to skedaddle. Get behind the old stairs here. Instead of going all the way around, we're just going to double on back here, keep on going back and forth, keep them on their toes, keep their brains fucking rattled. Don't want them to know our next move. Now I'm going to go ahead and go around, go up the stairs, try to split the group here just for a moment, just to put some damage down. The DK is the fastest, which is unfortunate, but the Nightblade does come out of stealth here right as our Sword and Board ult comes up, so we're going to go ahead and pop that, put the dots down on the Nightblade. He's taken him, not going into stealth. Perfect opportunity here. Go ahead and rebuff. Hit him with a quick reverb to the face, whip him, put him on down. Now it is just the two of these fellas here, and I can tell that the Templar is going to be the easy next target because he is not buffing himself. All he is doing is going full ham on the offense, and at this point I do believe he is just about out of resources because he goes on to the heavy attacks. So I'm going to go ahead and put some damage into him, bash him with the reverb, and crack his skull. And now it is just a 1v1 DK v DK. Unfortunately for this fella, my DK is bigger, so I'm going to go ahead and put the dots down, go into the Corrosive here. He does eventually drop his block. Unfortunately for him, I noticed, bash him with the reverb, crack his skull, and that's the end of fight number 1. Coming now on into clip number 2. This one's here honestly mostly for comedic value, because we do actually catch the Emperor, the current Emperor, in this clip, and I'll go ahead and tell you right now, he is absolutely powerless to save himself or his friends. It's honestly quite sad. Now we're coming up here, finding the red siege line. Go ahead and pop into Corrosive. Really lucky timing on that because we do get caught from stealth with the old soul tether gank, trying to put the damage down on this one guy, bring him on down to get rid of, just drop the numbers. Unfortunately, we're out of time. Corrosive's down, and we've got a few fellas hopping on our head. We don't like that very much. Now, at this point, a random blue warrior jumps into the fight. I don't really know what's going on in his head here. He gets hit with a big old blast bone, starts wiggling around the rock here. I don't know if he's having trouble healing or what, but he's going to come out here, meditate, and then die, which is, well, it's interesting. Rest in peace, warrior. Thank you for the assistance, though. But we're going to go ahead and capitalize on the confusion, pop the Corrosive, big old reverb here with the whip to bring him on down. Nightblade doesn't realize what kind of danger he is in, catches the reverb, still in Corrosive, couple of executes, and he is dead. Now, this guy is trying to get his friend off the siege, like, buddy, fella, my guy, we are having a hard time here, please, focus up, but he doesn't, leaves him to die, chase him down, catch him with the reverb. The Emperor joining in to do the same thing, trying to get his friend off the siege. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen for him, and we do kill the Lobby. Now the Emperor's trying to res a couple people, but I pop the detect pot. He can't do anything about it. Literally nothing can be done. Chase him down with the whips and the detect pot, kill him in first person, because that's what he deserves, and that is the end of the second clip. Now, clip number 3 puts us straight into the action. Got a couple of DKs chasing us. Going to show them what a real DK looks like with the turn and burn, with the Corrosive, the reverb, the execute. This Necro decides to hop in straight with the bomb. No healing, no buffing, no anything. Takes the reverb, takes the execute, and takes a dirt nap along with it. Try to catch the third character here, the third player, but the blues hop in, the guards respawn, and that kind of sends it all to shit. Now, I do still want to focus on that red because this is his resource, these are his guards, and I personally think he will be the most dangerous of all these targets. But right here, he goes ahead and dips out of the fight and just leaves me to fight the blues, which is fine with me. The blues go ahead and eradicate all the guards, leaving them to fight just me. And I'm cool with that. Now we're going to go ahead and take a leap here because, again, we got a lot of DKs, but that's alright because I have a Corrosive in my back pocket. Turn around, hit this guy with the old Vadishran proc, the old whip, the reverb, putting him on down onto the second DK here. Doing what I can to bring him down before my Corrosive wears off, but unfortunately for me, he pops his Corrosive, so now I've just got to wait him out. He's still doing one-bar shenanigans, not going the best for him. It might be time to update the build. Hopefully he sees this video. Maybe he'll give it a try. Anyway, we're waiting for his Corrosive to wear off. It's off now. Gonna go ahead and put some damage into him, bringing him real low. Catch him with a really nice stun right here. Boom. Almost bringing him down, but he does get up and heal himself. But it's alright, because we got a Corrosive once again. Couple of whips here to finish him off. Try to hit this dude on the mount, but realize it's a friend, and I stop. And now a few minutes pass. Not a few minutes, like maybe 2. I walk away, come back. The tank that was there before is now being attacked by a group of reds, so I'm going to go ahead and hop in here, help him out, because what is he going to do by himself, right? Now I find a little snipey boy in the back here, and I'm going to go ahead and put the damage into him, catch him with the old claw, the dot up, the reverb, a couple of whips to the back of the cranium, put him on down. We see a Templar coming in here. Gonna go ahead and put the dots up on the Templar. He has Dark Convergence on, but we're just gonna go ahead and block that, walk on through. Nightblade comes out of stealth, tries to catch us, gonna pop the Corrosive, try to put all the damage possible into him, but it's just not quite enough, and the Templar does heal him up. So again, changing targets back to the Templar, still in Corrosive, big damage there, right to his face, and he cannot handle it, so he goes on down. Now the Nightblade hops in on us while we are fighting this Warden, but that's okay. We're just gonna pretend the Nightblade isn't there, like a pesky little fly. Focus up on the Warden. The Warden is quite tanky, but we're going to be able to power through and bring him down sooner or later here. Just, again, pretending the Nightblade isn't there, just blocking anytime he gets close. Not a big deal. We are just about to a Corrosive. Big ol' heavy attack there for the dot up. Now the Corrosive. Gonna go ahead and put the Flames of Oblivion back up. A little whip there. Stun. Executes. Putting him on down. And that is the end of clip number 3. Coming on into our 4th and final clip this evening, or afternoon, or honestly, I don't know what time it is. I haven't seen the sun in days. But I see the sun in Cyrodiil. We're enjoying a nice day in Cyrodiil, playing a bit of Mount Simulator, when I come across a convoy of blues. Naturally, I decide to fall in line with the convoy because, I mean, fellas, honestly, I want a game too. Why was I not invited? Chasing these guys down, I want to go ahead and catch them at wherever they're going, but I'm going to take a little bit of damage from behind right here. That's going to be my cue that it's game time. Hop off my mount, buff up, heal up. These dudes coming straight at me. I'm going to try to pick a target real quick, find this guy in the back. Sorcerer, no buffs, no shields, no anything. Heavy attacking, that's the target. Pop the corrosive, onto the chase here, bringing him down real low, but we take a bad stun to the back of the head right before we secure the kill, and we kind of lose out on it there. Instead of staying on the open field, I'm going to use those last seconds of corrosive to get behind that tree, rebuff, heal, and then get back out onto my legs here and get some distance, change my LOS because I want something a little more usable. Keep the dots up on that Sork there because I want them to kind of whittle down over time, come around the rock, and what do you know, they have whittled down over time. So come in here with the old reverb to the nose, crack their skull with the Executioner, and then onto the corrosive to try to catch this Resbot here. Resbot almost goes down, so close, but he is very tanky, and I am taking a lot of damage from the rear. Don't like that very much. Gonna go ahead and keep these, keep that res bashed as much as possible. Oh, pardon me, Jesus. Oh, keep the res bashed as much as possible. We don't want that guy back on his feet. We're gonna watch that until the guy disappears. Boom, there he goes. So now that means it's time to actually pick a threatening target. We're gonna focus on the other Sork here on the rock because he is the one that I'm pretty sure is popping out the most damage. So we're going to go ahead and get the dots up on him real quick, or at least try to. Take a lot of damage right there, so again, behind the tree, heal up, rebuff. Come back out here, make sure the dots are down indeed, and we're going to go ahead and pop this corrosive here, and try to chase him down, but he does get some distance on us, so we don't get the best engage there, and we do actually miss out on the kill for just a moment. We will catch him in just a sec here, but we do have to get back onto the kiting, rebuffing, healing, all that good stuff. Now, I'm going to come around the rock, see him over here by himself, no shields now. Catch him with the dots and the whip. He's not healing himself. He's not very proactive here. Catch him with the stun at low health, a whip, and execute, bring him on down. See the tank over there? I guess he's questioning his life choices, wondering how he got here just for a moment before re-engaging the fight. Back onto his God-given duty of rezzing every downed player. Again, I make the same mistake of focusing on that tank there with the corrosive. Definitely shouldn't have done that. Should have gone for the warden. But hey, you live and you learn. Don't mind my whispers over there. That's nothing. Just look away. I'm going to focus this tank for a minute longer here until I just decide to give up, focus the Warden, because the only way I'll be able to kill the tank is if the Warden isn't here. Now the Warden, I think, is underestimating my damage because they're doing the old classic thing of just standing there and not really reacting, just healing themselves every now and then. But they're going to regret that real quick when they realize how much damage I'm actually packing when I pop this here. Corrosive. Go ahead and pop the Corrosive. Come in here with the Dada, make sure they're both debuffed here. Catch him with a big ol' whip there, another big ol' whip. Reverb, execute, bring him on down. Silly boy, you cannot play these games. Now, finally, just me and the tank. And the tank is going to do very tanky things and going to stay alive for quite a while. He is actually using Meridia's Blessed of Meridia, whatever it's called. The one that makes you miss your attacks, which is really weird. Haven't seen that in a while. You're going to see that proc here in just a second, or at least I think that's the Meridia's proc. You'll see it. You'll see it if it's what it is. You'll see it. Just trust me. Anyway, though, we've got the corrosive. We've got all our stacks up. We are ready to go for the big damage here. Pop the corrosive. Big old combo. Big chunk of damage there, but he does heal right through it because he is a tanky boy. And here we go. He is going to just get onto the blocking, onto the shielding. There is the Blessed of Meridia. There are the dodges. And at this point, I am a little steamed, but it's okay. It wears off. We can go ahead and hit him with the dots again. Keep him dotted up. And just, again, buy time until the next corrosive, because we will kill him. I don't care what I have to do to kill him, I'm going to achieve that. I am petty. So again, we are stacking up all of our big damage effects here. There's the corrosive, heavy attack, into the reverb, and the execute, and that brings him down. And that is the end of the final clip. And thus, with the final clip concluded, we come to the end of the video, my friends. If you made it this far, big thank you for watching the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, I'd really appreciate if you left a like on the video. And if you really liked it, maybe leave a little comment, say something nice to me. Or hell, if you're feeling chaotic evil today, why not say something horrible, deplorable, or evil to me? I am very sensitive, so you may get a reaction out of me. If you guys are not following on Twitch, I highly recommend it. We're going to be playing ESO as well as many other games in the near future, and if you're not subbed to the channel, do that as well. If you really like the video, if you really like me, consider becoming a YouTube channel member. It supports the shit out of me, and it gives you guys some small little perks. What are they? I don't fucking know. I'm going to work on it, though. We're going to make them better. But anyway, again, thank you. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic day from this point forward. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I got stuff to do. I know you do too as well. And yeah, I love you guys. Kuro out. Mwah.